Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for another exciting week of Cowboys football, where we get to watch backup quarterback play as we go off against a team that has a lot of offensive firepower and went to the Super Bowl last year. Hooray! Well, all the doom and gloom aside, we got to talk about this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys, going down to 425. I believe Jim Nantz and Tony Romo are going to be on the call for this game, as it's on CBS. So look. The Cowboys are in a weird predicament. We know the situation surrounding quarterback Dak Prescott. We know the situation surrounding this offense. We know the situation regarding this defense. We get it. We know what's going on here. So the question is, what's this game looking like? So there's all the indications showing that Cooper Rush is your starting quarterback. Cool. We know. Now, the biggest question besides that, what are the Cowboys going to do offensively? That is really going to be the make or break point for this game. And I think the Dallas Cowboys have a blueprint for how they can win this game if they can stick to it. And adjust accordingly, of course, because, you know, this is not the first rodeo we've had with Cooper Rush starting, but it's only one game. And Cooper Rush looked, in all intents and purposes, very good. You know, I'm not going to lie there. But again, this is a new year. We kind of don't know what we're expecting from Cooper Rush. But a lot of this is going to come down to, can this run game get going? Can the passing game be efficient enough to maneuver us past Cincinnati? That's going to be the biggest question. And then, of course, defensively, can you do what Pittsburgh did last week? Terrorize the living hell out of Joe Burrow in that offense. You know, I really cannot wait to see Micah Parsons go at it with La'el Collins and destroy the living shit out of him. That's just my opinion. No vendetta against La'el Collins. I just am curious to see how that holds up. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if the Cowboys are going to win this game, they got to do it defensively. They have to hold the Bengals to a score that's manageable for their offense. I think that looking at this offensively, if the Cowboys can score at least 17 to 20 points and you can hold the Bengals to that as well, you'll win this game. But that's the key thing. Can this offense score points? And I think you can. You have the ability to move the ball effectively in the run, especially if your offensive line is holding itself stout, which we saw last game. But again, every team's different. But looking at the Bengals, this is a really key thing. So a lot of people are picking the Bengals to win this game. Understandably so. They're a touchdown favorite because of the fact that Dak Prescott got hurt. Before Dak Prescott got hurt, the Cowboys were a 2.5-point favorite. So you really look at this game, and again, the Dallas Cowboys are in a position where, again, no one's expecting them to win. And really, the Bengals have all the pressure here, given the circumstances of, hey, you start out 0-2 in that kind of division. I mean, you can say the same thing about Dallas, but with Dallas, there's no expectation for them to win. So the Bengals have all the pressure on them. Hey, we're going up against a brutally beaten team. Can we beat them? Now, with Joe Burrow did not look impressive to start off. I mean, this was an embarrassing loss we're talking about against Pittsburgh, since with Cincinnati losing there. You nearly won the game. You had the kick blocked, and you lose in overtime. But even before that, Joe Burrow looked atrocious. The guy threw 3 interceptions in the first half. He had 4 interceptions in total. He completed 33 of the 53 passes he had. 338 yards with 2 additional touchdowns. Joe Mixon, he looked solid. And then Jamar Chase did his thing. 10 receptions, 129 yards, and a touchdown. The main thing is that really the key to winning this game is you're locking up. Try to lock up more particularly Jamar Chase. You know, that's going to be the biggest common denominator is, can the Cowboys stop the Bengals offensively? And I think they can. You have what you saw with the Steelers. Listen, you get the Joe Burrow, he's going to make mistakes. And we kind of get that semblance here. And I think that's what the Cowboys can do to win this game. I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves, right? Mitchell Trubisky is not the best quarterback out there. In fact, I think that he's backup level type of quarterback. But what did the Steelers do? Okay, they played simplistic football. They played keep away, and they just scored as many points as they could given the circumstances, and that's how they won the game. I know that sounds so goddamn cliche, but that's the honest-to-God truth of the matter, and the Cowboys had to follow suit there. If the Cowboys are going to win this game, they need to replicate what Pittsburgh did, and will they? That will determine. So, going through another couple things, right? We know Dak is out. Jaron Kearse, he's out too. James Washington still on injured reserve. Michael Gallup, he's starting to practice, but he's out as well. And Terrell Basham is going to be out as well. In fact, the line actually moved as I was doing this video, and it's 7.5 now, right? You know, you look at what's going to happen here. And the biggest thing is penalties, right, too. The Cowboys cannot afford to get into a penalties rut like we saw the other day. You know, I'm looking through the stats for the Bengals. They were very efficient on third down. They completed 50% of their third down attempts. They went 8 for 16, in case you're wondering. This is the interesting part about the Bengals with this thing. They had 32 first downs versus the Steelers' 13. They had literally nearly 3 times as many passing first downs as the Steelers. Excuse me. 94 total plays compared to 61 offensively. They had nearly double the yardage on one less drive. And, you know, you look at these numbers, and they were very ineffective in the red zone. 2 of 5. And penalties, they lost the penalty battle, and they still, like, but the main thing, you had 5 turnovers in this game. That's what lost you that game. They had 43 minutes of time of possession, and they lost this game. And what this tells me, guys, is if you can force the Bengals to make these mistakes early, you will win this game. Now, do I think the Cowboys will win? No, I don't think they're going to win. I think that is going to be a repeat of the Bucs game. They will keep the game close. The offense cannot score enough points. And we're not probably going to get that same type of performance in this game, right? I don't think Joe Burrow's going to throw another 4 interceptions, right? And if I'm being honest, if you even get one turnover, that's great. But it's a matter of, do you follow through? The Steelers only scored, I'm looking at this, they scored 6 points to end the game, and they still won, okay? That's something we have to keep in mind. But with that being said, I mean, tell me, do you think the Cowboys will win this game? Do you see a path for them to win this game? Because I'm looking at these stats, and it kind of seems like, you know, you can copy what the Steelers did. Play very hard-nosed defense. Let your offense score 10 points. Maybe you get a turnover, like a pick 6 to start out the game. And maybe you win that way. And I think that's going to be the game plan. And if the Cowboys can come out of this 1-1, they're sitting pretty good. I think that this is going to be tough because I think everybody's expecting Dallas to lose. If you lose, okay, we get it. But if you win, now you look at it this way. Okay, Dak Prescott, he's going to be out another couple weeks. Can we muster another win? And this is huge for momentum. I think it could take one win for the Cowboys to be like, yo, like, maybe we can do something here. But I'm not saying they're going to win every game. But we don't know, guys. We'll see you on Sunday. And yeah, we'll get some more content rolling out here as we get closer to Sunday. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Alrighty, guys. So put your score predictions down there. Do you think that we will win the game? No, freaking no. Who cares? But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.